Hello, Tarnished, and welcome back to another Souls-like video. What's up, bug slayers and Soulsborne addicts alike? Today we're diving into one of the spiciest takes you're gonna hear all week. Hollow Knight players are struggling more in Silksong than Souls-like veterans. Yeah, I said it. While longtime bug fans are crying about Hornet's brutal bosses and her stamina-draining playstyle, Souls-like players are over here nodding like, oh, parry timings? Punishing punish windows? Yeah, that's Tuesday. This isn't me being edgy for clicks. This is a real thing happening across forums, discords, and live streams right now, and today we're breaking it all down. Why Hollow Knight fans are suffering, how Souls-like experience actually prepares you for Silksong, and why this game might be more Souls-like than anyone expected. Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. Hollow Knight fans are conditioned by the knight. That little bug tank could eat hits, stack lifeblood, and heal mid-fight if you played smart with Soul. Even the hardest bosses gave you those long heal windows, so the average Hollow Knight fan is used to a rhythm of chip damage, sustain, then recover. Silksong throws that right out the window. Hornet doesn't heal the same way. Her mechanics are faster, her frames are tighter, and every fight feels like you're being dared to mess up. Hollow Knight fans are suddenly realizing this isn't the cozy little Metroidvania they thought they mastered. This is a knife fight in a phone booth. Now compare this to Souls-like players. We are built different. We've spent years learning that stamina is life, that you can't spam dodge without eating dirt, and that punish windows are sacred. Silksong takes those exact mechanics, stamina management, recovery denial, delayed boss attacks, and slaps them onto Hornet's nimble frame. Souls fans are like, cool, roll through, hit twice, back off, reset. Hollow Knight fans are like, wait, I don't get to heal for free anymore? Bro, welcome to my world. This is Souls-like in disguise. Veterans are thriving, while bug purists are throwing their controllers. So here's the fact of the matter. If you are a Souls-like fan, you play every single Souls-like, and you have to adapt to the different mechanics of every different Souls-like game. Every Souls-like game is different. The parry windows are different, the dodge mechanics are different, the way they use the weapons are different, and you have to learn and adapt to play that game. And Silksong is no different than what Souls-like fans have been used to by playing multiple different Souls-like games. And here's another curveball: speed. Hornet is fast, enemies are fast, everything feels like it's on turbo mode compared to Hollow Knight. But Souls players, we know the dance of speed. Sekiro taught us parry spam at lightning speed, Elden Ring threw Millennia's waterfowl dance in our faces and said, figure it out, loser. Silksong's boss speed, it's not new to us, but Hollow Knight players are used to slow reads, methodical approaches, long anticipation tells. Now they're panicking, they're overdashing, burning up heals, and eating punishment for free. This is why Souls fans adapt quicker. Let's talk healing, because this is where Hollow Knight fans crumble. In the first game, your soul gauge was a blessing. You could quickly heal and restore yourself mid-fight. Chef's kiss. You could always build back into a fight. Silksong doesn't work that way. Hornet's healing is risky, slow, and often punished. It feels more like Estus flash management than Hollow Knight soul spamming. And guess what? Souls-like players already mastered flash discipline years ago. We know when to heal, when not to, and when the boss is baiting us. Hollow Knight fans keep trying to sneak in heals like they're still playing the first game, and Silksong slaps them for it. Here's the reality. Hollow Knight players begged for Silksong to be harder, make Hornet more intense, more faster, more unforgiving. Well, Team Cherry listened, and now a lot of bug fans are like, wait, this is too much. Souls players are laughing, sipping our Estus, going, bro, this is a warm-up. This is the difficulty shock. Hollow Knight veterans thought they were already hardened warriors, but Silksong exposes how forgiving the first game really was compared to Souls-like games. This game isn't unfair, it's just manning in a way Souls players know by heart. So why does Soul fans thrive here? Because we live in the land of failure. We eat dirt 100 times on a boss and call it practice. We're used to losing everything on a dumb dodge roll. Our patience is maxed out. Hollow Knight fans, a lot of them only had one hard indie title under their belt, maybe a few Metroidvanias here and there. Souls players come into Silksong with PTSD from Ornstein and Smog, Gale, Ishin, and Millennia. You think a bug with fast combos is gonna scare us? please. We've been training for this for years. Here's the spicy take. Silksong is more Souls-like than Hollow Knight ever was, and that's why Souls fans feel at home, while Hollow Knight fans are gasping for air. The parry mechanics, the risky heals, this is from software design with a bug skin on top. But instead of being open about it, Team Cherry just made it part of the flow. Hollow Knight fans are in denial. This isn't a Souls-like, it's just harder platforming combat. Nah bro, this is literally Souls-like philosophy in 2D format. That's why Souls fans thrive. That's why Hollow Knight fans struggle. So let's put it plainly. Silksong is exposing the divide. Hollow Knight fans are realizing they weren't as ready as they thought. Souls fans, we're chilling. We're built for this level of pain, and honestly, that's why this game feels so goddamn good. It's bridging two fandoms, but it's showing that Souls training makes you sharper, meaner, and more adaptable. If you're struggling, don't give up, but maybe, just maybe, it's time to admit that Souls fan had the edge all along. Let me know down in the comments, are you a Hollow Knight veteran struggling to adapt, or a Souls player who feels right at home? Hit that like, sub, and bell for more Silksong and Souls-like madness. And if you haven't already, please head on over to my Twitch at LimeReEN so you can watch me play Souls-like games on the daily. And remember, if you can beat Millennia, you can beat anything. Praise the bug! Goodbye, Hornet!